Hi guys, welcome to another LivinginSAtv video. David here. So today I would like to announce that my Italian friend actually bought the Barbican in Johannesburg, and guess what? He is actually renting the place out, so make sure you see this video until the end.
Good morning, my name is Michele Ciani and I'm the owner of the Barbican in Johannesburg. This beautiful 11th floors skyscraper in the CBD, Central Business District of Johannesburg. What's my story? How did I end up buying this building? I am Italian. I'm based in Dubai. I work in Dubai and I love architecture. I love particularly mid-century architecture, which includes Art Deco, Beaux-Art, modernism and other styles. I'm also a property investor around the globe, and so I own property like in the US, in Italy, in Spain, in Dubai, and I heard that South Africa is very good for property investment. The prices right now are rock bottom. The rand is very weak, so it's very affordable, and the rents are quite high compared to the price, so the yields are high. So I took 3 months last year to come here and check out Joburg, Cape Town, Durban, see the situation. And I literally fell in love with the center of Johannesburg. Johannesburg used to be one of the 3 biggest or richest cities of the Commonwealth, British Commonwealth, or British Empire at the time, together with London, Philadelphia and Melbourne. So they built incredible stuff at the beginning of the 20th century. With the end of apartheid, unfortunately, all this central area went into neglect, but now it's slowly coming back. But it's like little sparkles here and there. From my point of view, I have no doubt that this is gonna go back to its past glory. It's just gonna take a few years. But still, right now, you can get a lot of good deals. And this is this building was for me a very good deal. I bought it on the auctions for a very good price. What is the idea now? The idea is to actually renovate a little bit the building, but there's not even much to do there because the bank who sold it had already done a 20 million rand renovations. So everything is functional. The electricity, fire compliant, the elevator is working, so there's not much to do. Basically, the floors are 200 meters floors. So it's 11 floors, each one completely, except for 2 floors. All the other floors are completely, let's say, empty. So it's up to me whether I want to keep it as a big open space and maybe market it as artist loft where somebody can live and work at the same time. Could be an artist, could be a fashion designer, could be anything else. Anyone who needs an architect, who needs to have office and home in the same place, or it could be just offices for some boutique startups or some cool digital or bioengineering companies that want to have a urban feeling attached to their location when they want to choose their location in Johannesburg. Yes, the ground floor I'm already in talks because as you can see, it's actually it's there behind, but it's a very good corner unit. So you get a lot of traffic, and it's at the crossroad between Risick Street, which is the main road that brings you through from Marshalltown to Braamfontein, and the President Street here, or now it's called Helena Joseph Street. Also, what's amazing is the square that's in front of it, because it's just some incredibly beautiful colonial style square. You can see here, this is the old Risick Street post office. Unfortunately, at the moment, it's not in great shape, but there are plans and funds from the city of Johannesburg to transform this into a big art gallery. So when this will be reactivated, will really draw a lot of people to this square. This is the oldest building in the square, and it dates to the late 19th century, which is really when the city of Johannesburg was born. On the other side, I think this is from the 20s, and this is basically the ex-city council, which is now where they do the legislative body for Johannesburg, where they do the rules for, I think, the province of Gauteng. And it's also beautiful building, and it really reminds me of, you know, some cool American cities like New York, or it has a Superman, kind of like DC Comics vibe to it, with that dome on top. And then on the other side, you have some other buildings which are actually, you know, might not be everyone's cup of tea, but for someone who likes brutalism or modernism, they're actually quite nice. So the whole square is really a mix of all the different decades of Johannesburg, and I do believe that also the proximity with the Ren Club, which is probably the most beautiful hotel in the whole of Johannesburg, the proximity to Gandhi Square, the main traffic hub. So one word about the style of this building. The style is quite unique. It was a brief period around the 1920, 1930, just before the Art Deco would become very big, and at the end of the classicist period. And this style is called Beaux-Arts, and basically the first skyscrapers, like the Singer Tower in New York, the Book Tower in Detroit, the first skyscrapers were only like 10 to 15 floors. They weren't like today. And there wasn't a style which was appropriate for skyscrapers. So what they would do, they would just use, you know, French or Italian classical styles like, you know, Doric or Corinthian columns, small angels, flowers, to decorate these first skyscrapers. And today in the whole world, there's not a lot of these examples of Beaux-Arts skyscrapers left. So not only, so it's a very unique example of architecture. Here is Rizik Street, and we are at the corner with President Street, and right in front of the building is the Game. You know, it's a huge retailer here in South Africa, so the Game head offices, and next to it you have a McDonald's, which is corner there, and then a ShopRite, Woolworths, Clicks, a lot of shopping around here. You can also put a beautiful, I mean, we're thinking like there's a lot of space to put some branding on the corner side. So if you're gonna occupy this space, you could put some sort of like big, you know, lit on logo or something here at the corner. We're here on the ground floor, and this is the commercial part. It's 180 square meters. It can be used as one shop, or it can be cut into two different shops. It's facing on one side the square with the beautiful City Council Rizik Street Post Office, which is being regenerated to host art gallery. I have a few ideas for here. I think it would be fantastic for an emblematic brand, something like Starbucks, something like some brand is not so much about the business, but it's about the PR stunt. This is one of the most beautiful and places with traffic in central Johannesburg. It's a very upmarket building. It looks good. It looks posh. If we do it right, a corner shop here for a Starbucks or a Mother Earth coffee or a Nando's or a bookstore would look very iconic. So it would really be like advertising as much it would be, the sales. Also, the idea of having a mix of offices and residentials in all the other floors would also help to actually feed the clients into this ground floor here. A good idea, an idea that I had, it would have been lovely to have some bookstore chain along with coffee chain, so that people could enjoy their coffee while they browse the books and buy them, and even link it to the first floor when we have the terraces and have little tables outside, and people would be able to read their books, enjoy their coffee, and it becomes a concept. So those are a few ideas, but anything can be done, really. Any type of electronic stores are trending here. There's a lot opening around here. So there's many possibilities. Okay, let's go to see the first floor. So this was offices until recently, and that's why you see all these partitions. But I don't know what I'm going to do with it exactly, but my idea would probably be to take them off. It could be a good, bookstore together with a coffee shop downstairs. It could be 2 floors, restaurant of some sort. The beautiful thing about this first floor is that it has these terraces that give directly on the square. So you have a beautiful view of the square, and there's enough room to put a few tables where people can enjoy their meals or coffees. Not only the terraces, but there's plenty of bay windows like this one. So here is another door that goes on the terrace. So if we remove this mezzanine here, it will look even more interesting. Corner bay windows. This side is on Rizik Street. And this is another side on Rizik Street with the terrace. So even here we can have tables and so on. Let's go now to the second floor on the other side. So each floor is equipped with 1 bathroom and 1 kitchen, but depending on the needs, we're going to work on those and maybe completely remodernize them. Second floor, sorry. It shows you how it looks as an open space. You can keep it that way, do some sort of loft. It could be some boutique office or kind of like co-working space with tables here and there. Those walls can easily be removed, they're dry walls. Or you can keep it as an open space for yourself, where here is your living room, here is your workspace. If you're a designer with all your designs, if you're a fashion designer with all your garments or whatever. And this here could be your bedroom. Here it could be the bedroom. At the moment, some windows are broken, so all that is going to be taken care of. The idea is that I'm working with Brian McKitchney, who is the same guy who did the Rent Club. He did a magnificent job, and we're working together on how to do it. But from the beginning, I wanted to get some vibe and feedback from potential customers to know where the interest is. Is it more residential? Is it more co-working? Is it more offices? Things like that. So let's go to the third floor. So very same layout as the second floor, but it doesn't have the room here. So basically this is completely open space. Again, everything can be done. We can partition it and make a few rooms if it's a family. We can keep it a big loft. We can decide to maybe give it more of a New York feel and rework the floors with concrete. Or we can maybe use a moquette or something like that. The view is just incredible. Like it's one of the most beautiful places in the CBD. The good thing about this building also, there's a lot of parking, because the guys from F&B, this used to be owned by Old Mutual, and they owned it for many years, and then was bought by F&B, the bank, and I bought it from them. So F&B had plans for this place, but then they changed the plans, as banks do, and they sold it. But in the meantime, not only they kept very good, very good shape this building, but also they built the two buildings to the right and to the left of this building are actually a parkade. So it's all parking spaces, and those can be rented for very little from F&B. So the good thing about this building is that you have all this parking to the right and to the left, and you even have a direct access to the parkade from the ground floor. So here's a small kitchen, and on the other side the bathroom. So what we would do, we would probably open here and do an open American kitchen or something like that. It really depends on what we want to do with this space. Okay, welcome to the 4th floor. Okay, the nice thing about this floor is the same layout as the other ones, but the nice thing is that it's got these small balconies to the left and to the right with the French doors here. Of course, everything is a bit dusty. We just got access to this building, but yeah, everything needs to be done. But it will be done very quick. So we're on the 5th floor here. The windows are a little bit smaller, but the view is also fantastic because we are a little bit more higher up. So you just have like this view spot on the dome and the square. This was supposed to be office space, and that's how they designed it. But it would be very easy to transform into residential because there's a small kitchenette over there, so it can be either kept as is if you don't cook a lot, or it can be extended into an American kitchen there. And the bathrooms are on the floor, but if you want to have it inside because you want to make it residential, you can have the tubes go through the ceiling and then build. You see here, that's probably what they had here. So build here your bathroom separately. The floor is the same layout as the other floors that we've seen, but it's got beautiful small balconies here. Actually, I've never opened them. They don't open, you cannot go there outside. They're more decorative balconies, but the view is truly stunning. With the city council and this corner with the big windows. It's magnificent. Seventh floor, same layout as the 6th and 5th floor. Big windows overall and 2 balconies on each side, with magnificent views of the city, of the square to the right, and Rizzic Street to the left. And you have a small kitchen down there, which you can keep as is, or you can make something bigger here as open kitchen. And you have a small toilet, bathroom the other side, accessible through the stairs, but the pipes can be brought here to make a bathroom inside if you want it inside. Here we are on the 8th floor, and okay, the windows are a bit smaller, but also there's moquette here, there's a carpet, and of course I don't like this carpet and we're gonna change it, but the good thing about it is that it absorbs a lot of the noise from the city, so it feels like very calm, very quiet. Again, the more you go up, the more stunning the view on the Rizzic Post Office, one of the oldest buildings of Johannesburg, the City Council, and a bunch of modernist buildings just over there. What you see over there in the street is actually Gandhi Square, which is the main square of the whole city. Along with all the shops and the shopping mall to the left, the McDonald's, the Woolworth, you also have an open market that you can see over there where they sell vegetables, fruits at a very good price, and very fresh. And welcome to the 10th floor, the Penthouse. So the penthouse used to be where the caretaker for the building used to live on one side, and it used to be a photographer studio also. Now my project, this one in particular, I would like to make it like my home base when I come to Johannesburg, and make it really quick, really cool, really wow. And when I'm not here, I can put it on Airbnb so everybody can actually live my dream. You can see that the windows are very, very big. The views are stunning. You know, the clock tower just in front of you of the Rizik post office, and also the dome just at our level here from the city council. It also has double entrance, so you can come in from the stairs from there, but you can also come in from the elevator from there. Here is a beautiful small balcony that you can enjoy with stunning views of the city. There's also a small park just after the Rizik Street post office, where you see that green over there. That's a small park with a basketball field. And all the fruit and vegetables from that market over there is actually very good quality. So you would basically get, you know, better produce than in Santon at less than half the price. Over there to the right is the library, the public library, which you could put, you know, maybe a small jacuzzi, plants, and enjoy all year long. If we want to go even the extra mile, there's even more that we can do, because from the inside you can see that those high ceilings here, those are the domes. So one of the ideas is to do a mezzanine and to open a door that goes into the top floor, okay, on the roof. So you would have here a small staircase, and then open a door that goes there. And I'll show you how it looks on the last floor. So welcome to the last floor, to the roof actually. Right now it's just a roof. It has you know, the AC, water, you know, kind of like machinery. But it would be good, it would be a nice idea to actually create, you know, open this up with a door and some stairs here, so that you can go into the penthouse directly from the roof. In this space you could do a small swimming pool, a small jacuzzi, you know, a place that you can entertain. The views here are magnificent. Truly the whole of Johannesburg at your feet, all the highlights, and you can see there standing above the, I think they call it the pending skyscraper, because it was actually built upside down. It's a very famous tower in Johannesburg, and the city council here, and the theater, and the Rizik post office to the left. So all the, you know, all the icons of Johannesburg just in front of you. Yeah. So here is some, you know, on the other side you can see that there's the Anstis building, which used to be a very iconic building in the past of Johannesburg, and also the Stadtford's residences, which are also apartments, and the shopping mall with Woolworths, ShopRite, Capitex Bank, and McDonald's and everything. This is all parking space. So basically there was a huge need for parking spaces in Johannesburg. There's no parking spaces. So they're still now closed, but they will open very shortly. And this is going to be a major asset for this building.